It's the return of Miraculous Ladybug, namely Season 4, Episode 1 titled Truth, as we actually get to see some awesome new stuff in terms of this new opening that reveals a few things that, spoiler alert, jump ahead about 2 minutes because I'm going to be spoiling a few things that you might not be ready for. We get introduced a little bit to the new character, Zoe, who will be the new B Miraculous holder. There's been a lot of stuff previewing this character here and there. Even her transformation has been basically revealed. But this depiction of, Marinette's friends kind of spoils who's going to be what Miraculous holder. We get to see that Rose will be the Pig Miraculous holder, that the Mouse Miraculous holder will end up being Maylene, and the Tiger Miraculous holder will be Julika. So the fact that they kind of are giving hints to that, I like that. If you look close enough, you get to see something fun. Also, we get to see the preview of Hawkmoth now as Shadow Moth, thanks to the Peafowl Miraculous. And a little bit of this new interesting costume for Marinette as Ladybug. I don't know if this is an upgraded outfit because she is now the Guardian or something else, but looking pretty good. I can't wait to see it in action. Also, little silhouettes of various different people becoming Miraculous holders, and I'm digging it. I can't wait to see them in person. Man, this new Miraculous box also looking kind of sharp, not gonna lie. Wasn't digging it at first, but now that I'm seeing more of it, pretty cool. We also kind of bump back a little bit to before the end of last season, because at the end of last season we saw the Peafowl Miraculous completely repaired, but here it's the process of Gabriel getting it back up and running, because it takes a little special kind of alchemic process to get it back up and going. But he does it, gets it completely repaired. Nuru is introduced to Dosu for what almost seems to be the first time, because Nuru was completely out of it thanks to the damage done to the Peafowl Miraculous. But now that it's repaired, Nuru completely back up and ready to go. Unfortunately, ready to go means ready for evil, as Hawkmoth, Gabriel Agreste combines the two Miraculous to become Shadow Moth. Really digging the style though, with the cane and the fan and the thing over the eye that makes it look like a monocle. Pretty wicked, bro. Meanwhile, Marinette is checking out the Miraculous box now that she is the new Guardian, kind of questioning how the Kwami exist within it, if they're okay, is it right to just be leaving them in there? She has a lot of questions, and that makes sense. Unfortunately, she accidentally completely releases all the Kwami when she questions Tiki about the fact that, hey, I thought they weren't able to get out. Tiki gives the most half-hearted answer, which is, well, new miracle box, new rules. And it's just like, okay, I guess that's how that works then. It's apparently because Marinette is very free spirited, I guess you could say. So now the boxes as well, as the Kwami go all over the place, causing a little bit of mischief here and there, almost getting spotted. But during a video call with Alia, Marinette's reminded, yeah, people can't really see Kwami just regularly, especially through things like cameras and phones and video chat and all that good stuff. So it just kind of looks like Marinette's going crazy, but, her friends are kind of used to that at this point. But all the Kwami see potential candidates, because they're actually interested in joining up with a partner of their own. So nice cute moments there as well. Unfortunately, one of the Kwami sent photos of the photos that Marinette still has of Adrian in her room to Luca, who is basically Marinette's boyfriend now. They are officially dating at this point. It's kind of sweet. Unfortunately, Luca is here for the date that Marinette completely forgot. And so the Kwami are hidden away, told, hey, stay put, stay out of trouble, don't do nothing. You're lucky you get the room to yourself. But as it turns out, Marinette had skipped out on a previous date from the previous day where they were supposed to go see go to the movies, with Marinette having no clue what they were supposed to have even seen. Her parents know what they were supposed to see, but she's completely out of the loop. And I swear to God, Luca is a saint. This guy is a saint because he never gets mad, he never gets angry or discouraged or anything like that. He goes with the flow of Marinette because it's the girl he fell in love with. I get that. So they arrive at the theater. They're playing 20 questions about Jagged Stone because that's who the movie that they're seeing is starring. So they're just really big Jagged Stone fans, and Marinette even presents a present, which is a signed pick from Jagged Stone. How Jagged Stone managed to sign that little ass pick is talent in and of itself beyond his musical abilities. But Luca absolutely loves it, as he should. And they even have a sweet little moment, almost, until there's a rumbly outside, and Marinette has to check it out. Kind of realizing that, okay, I can't really tell Luca what I'm going off to do, because who knows how that would go down. I can't just tell him I'm Ladybug. A very Spider-Man-esque, Sailor Moon-esque conundrum. It's just like, with great power comes great responsibility. You must hide your identity, especially when it comes to Marinette, because if she were to reveal her identity, boom, she can't be Ladybug anymore, has to give up the Miracle Box, loses her memories. It's a big snowball effect, let's be real. But it's Mr. Pigeon all over again, and he's pigeon bombing the city of France. Paris, France. And it's chaos. It's just chaos. As Ladybug calls up Cat Noir only to realize she has voicemail. Apparently she was supposed to be on patrol with Cat Noir a little while ago. And Cat Noir sneaks up on her. She gets surprised, throws him literally off a building, but ultimately apologizes for missing out on patrol, saying that she'll try to do better next time. She's just running a little thin. As they deal with Mr. Pigeon, Luca, poor Luca, feeling a little jaded and a little put off by the fact that he's not really spending time with Marinette the way he wanted to. And while she does arrive back, it's literally after the entire movie has ended, with her not really giving that great of an explanation on where she was. And that consistently happens. When they're out for ice cream, hey, giant lollipop senti monster again. When they're riding back from school, it should be fairly romantic and cute. Oh, there goes an Akuma, stop, I gotta go get it. Even when he tries to give a little bit of a performance dedicated to Marinette, only for her to not even be there. She arrives, yes, she finally does get there, but Luca's feeling some kind of way, and I can't blame him. He's been a saint in this relationship, and we know what Marinette is going through, but Luca deserves better. And Marinette tries to apologize and explain where she's been, but Luca tells her, stop, take a moment. Listen, this is one of my most favorite places under this bridge. And honestly, I have to relate to this because one of my most favorite places in my area, massive bridge, and it has this wooden walkway underneath. And if you go there during, sunset or sunrise, the water is completely still, completely calm, melodic, beautiful atmosphere. Seriously, great stuff. And Luca confesses that, whenever he's feeling down on the fact that he doesn't really know who his father is or anything about him, he comes here just to get a moment. It's serene, it's peaceful. Is where he goes to when he's feeling some kind of way. And he ultimately questions, where do you go, Marinette? Where is this place that you are always running off to? But as he tries to convince Marinette, hey, if you're still having feelings about Adrien or something along those lines, you can tell me. I just want the truth, please. But Marinette says the truth is something that she cannot give him, and that crushes Luca because it makes it feel like she doesn't trust him in any capacity, and that really, really hurts him and leaves him prone to Shadow Moth, to be the first of the people possessed by Shadow Moth's powers. So he sends out his Akuma and his Amok, and they end up possessing Luca's new pick, and thus he is dubbed Truth, who will be able to coax the truth out of anyone he so desires. Luca, however, tries his best to fight back, saying, no, the truth is earned. It's not something you take, it's given willingly. But as Marinette tries to get him to fight off Shadow Moth's control, Shadow Moth says, well, if it was something so willingly given, why does Marinette not give it to you? It just goes to show that she does not truly trust you. And so Luca tells Marinette to run as he is completely taken over and transformed into Truth with his Senti monster, the Light Eye. Meanwhile, Marinette transforms into Ladybug while Truth goes about trying to find the truth about Marinette, using Light Eye to freeze people in place, and blasting them with his truth beam, I guess you could say. And he demands to know from Alia what is Marinette's secret. But the only secret he gets is that Marinette is in love with Adrian Agreste, which isn't much of a secret. I love that fact that Luca knows. He's just like, yeah, I know that. That's not a secret. Come on. So he tries to move on to other people, but he gets all the same. Meanwhile, Ladybug, is trying to get in contact with Cat Noir because it's just like, yeah, I kind of need you right now, buddy. So she reveals herself to Truth in order to go after him, but she's unable to completely go after Luca the way she should and gets captured by the Light Eye. And so, Truth manages to get his truth beam on Ladybug and demands to know who she is, only for her to be saved by Cat Noir at the last minute. And while he is told to go after them by Hawkmoth, he has another agenda. So Truth, when Anarka comes out to give the kids snacks, Luca demands to know from his mother who his father is, and he's simply told it's Jagged Stone. A revelation which is not surprising when you actually think about it. The fact that Anarka and Jagged Stone have this history together and yada yada yada. It's not surprising, but at the same time, it's the drama around it. That's the interesting part. He is definitely taken off guard by this revelation. And it's really a shame that we don't get much of how Julika feels about all this, because it's just like, hey Julika, your father is also Jagged Stone. How do you feel about this? Yeah, we don't really get that. We're mostly focusing on Luca's emotions towards this, as he's at first in disbelief, but now he wants to find out from dear old dad, is it true? I do think so. Yeah, that doesn't work out as well as I thought it would. But as Cat Noir lets Ladybug know that he won't try to force anything out of her. She takes a precaution by tying his belt around her mouth just in case. And so Truth arrives with Light Eye to get the truth out of Jagged Stone, as he demands to know if he is Jagged Stone's son. Although Jagged Stone is just like, yeah, it depends on who you are, kid. I can't tell who you are with the whole mask situation going on. As Ladybug and Cat Noir arrive on the scene, with them doing their best to fend off the Light Eye and just beat it back. But ultimately, Truth is able to blast Jagged Stone and reveals his name, Luca Coffey, and demands to know, is Jagged Stone the father of Luca Coffey? And ultimately he does admit, yes, I am your father. And ultimately it's just like, yeah, dude, wow. What a revelation. Just that Luca is such a big fan of Jagged Stone, only for it to be revealed that it was his father all along. Far out, man. And this just completely takes Luca off guard. Like, it was obvious he kind of knew it was true after he got it from his mother, but to just have it from both of them just that revelation really makes you feel some kind of way. And it completely takes Ladybug and Cat Noir off guard right then and there. But he demands to know why. Why would you not be in my life? Did you not want me? Why didn't you care about me or anything? But ultimately, Jagged Stone reveals that I didn't think I'd be a good enough dad. My lifestyle, my way of doing things, I'm always in hotels and on tour and doing this, that, and the other. I just didn't think I'd be a great dad. I knew I wouldn't be a great dad, which honestly is a thing that comes up for a lot of people. While they might have their own individual reasons for, having children, a lot of people aren't ready for that responsibility. But that's neither here nor there. Whether or not you're ready for that kind of a responsibility is one thing, but it should have at least tried to be in his son's life. Although he does admit that he used that whole situation to write more music, which just kind of pisses off Luca even more. So he tosses Jagged Stone into the air, and as Cat Noir and Ladybug fight off the Light Eye, they go racing off to save Jagged Stone. But Hawkmoth again demands that Luca go after them, but Truth has an other engagement he wants. He wants more of the truth. So as Ladybug and Cat Noir manage to save Jagged Stone and try their best to evade the Light Eye, Truth arrives at Marinette's house and tries to get the truth from her parents, only to get the revelation, hey, yeah, she's in love with Adrian. Yeah, no shit. So he's asked, does Marinette have a diary? And her mom reveals, yeah, upstairs. So he tries to go racing off. Good on Thomas for trying his best to try to stop Truth, but yeah, he gets his butt handed to him. Meanwhile, Ladybug and Cat Noir use some movie standees from the film that's going on in order to trick the Light Eye so that they can kind of get away for the most part. So as Truth goes rummaging through Marinette's room like a creep, the Kwami are getting a little nervous because it's just like, oh no, what happens if this thing manages to find the miracle box and reveals that Marinette is the guardian of the box and Ladybug? That would be bad. But Marinette and Cat Noir manage to arrive just on time and do their best to cataclysm Truth's butt. But they're just not able to get in close. And without Marinette using her ability to bring out the Lucky Charm because it's vocally activated, they're in a bit of a pinch. But Cat Noir has an idea and basically tries his best to distract Truth or keep him from fully asking Ladybug a question by interrupting and saying things like, what are the qualities you find best in Cat Noir? Apparently she really likes his confidence, his bravery, and she actually does find him pretty funny, which it's actually very sweet. I love this moment. Very cute. And he even asks a few other questions just to keep Luca from finding anything out. I'm blanking on the rest of them, but it was that first question that was honestly the sweetest. But she manages to bring out her Lucky Charm with him asking, it's just like, what do you use to bring out in a pinch when we're in trouble? And she says, Lucky Charm. Bam! It's a box of saran wrap. But then in comes the Light Eye, causing more trouble for Cat Noir and Ladybug. But ultimately Cat Noir ends up being blasted, but they manage to work around it the same way they have been before, interrupting Truth when they tries to ask them a question. And the Lucky Charm ends up being saran wrap, tinfoil wrap, and all that good stuff. So Ladybug puts it around an umbrella. They do their best to cataclysm the Light Eye. It doesn't completely destroy it, but it does make it go haywire, just sending his beam all over the place out of Truth's control. So Ladybug directs Cat Noir on how to hold the umbrella. She rodeos the Light Eye, sending its light bouncing off of the umbrella right towards Truth, and Ladybug manages to destroy the pick, releasing the Akuma and the Amok, purifying it and restoring Luca back to normal, where he questions, why am I in Marinette's room? Weird. But Hawkmoth is actually not discouraged by this. He feels that his first test run was actually pretty good showing of just how much power he can get out of the combined efforts of an Amok and an Akuma. Meanwhile, Ladybug and Cat Noir chat about how, Cat Noir is actually glad that he got to spend this kind of time with Ladybug, as it's probably the best moments he really has in his life, which says a lot about Adrian, let's be honest. And we got to the moment that was obviously going to come at some point, and that's Marinette basically telling Luca that she can't reveal anything to him the way she wants to. And Luca, good guy that he is, tries his best to show that he understands, and he tells Marinette that he will be there when she's ready to finally talk. And, well, things aren't all bad, as his father has arrived, ultimately just designed to kind of be there for his son in a way that he never had been before. And that's all Luca really needs, just to have his father in his life in some capacity. It is not up to the parent to decide if the parent is good enough. It is up to the child. That the child needs to know that, hey, my parent didn't just abandon me because they didn't want me. It's because, of other circumstances that were beyond their control, not just on a whim. So I like the fact that Jagged Stone tries his best to own up to being a father and decides that, the only thing he really knows is music. So if nothing else, they can try to bond over that, which, hey, that's something. I mean, considering who their mother is, of course. If nothing else, they can bond over music. Hell, Luca is Jagged Stone's biggest fan. The irony in that is not lost on me. So the fact that they're even trying is good enough. That is good enough, sweet enough, nice enough. Unfortunately, what is not nice is the fact that Marinette is completely crushed by the fact that as long as she is a holder of the Miraculous, she can never fully reveal to Luca or anyone who she is, what she is, for fear of having her secret exposed. And thus we end with the Kwami doing their best to console their new guardian. What an episode. What a way to end things. It's sad, it's bittersweet. It's nice that the Kwami are now kind of being integrated into Marinette's story. I can't see them constantly being integrated this way, but at least with her being the new guardian, she can make the designation on what she needs a little bit more freely when it comes to other miraculous holders. But, a good episode all around. The situation with Luca and his father being Jagged Stone, the drama from that, very fascinating, very interesting, and I can't wait to see where that goes going forward. But it's a shame when it comes to Marinette and Luca. Honestly, I thought we would drag things out at least a few more episodes before they broke things off, because this relationship was never going to work out, let's be real. But I like that they at least attempted, and we didn't drag this out any longer than it needed to be dragged out. But hey, tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you sad that Luca and Marinette didn't manage to work out? Do you have hope that it'll work out in the future? And what of Hawkmoth, now Shadow Moth? Do you feel that he will end up being a real threat to Marinette and her friends? Or will it be business as usual, as it's a Hawkmoth of any other shade is just as lame? I don't know. It's hard to say. Akumas and Senti monsters working together in tandem. That could be dangerous. But again, comment section below, let me know. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, bell, all that good stuff. Or don't, I ain't your daddy, but I still love you like one. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.